Something electric is stirring in the professional golf scene right now. You can almost sense it hanging in the atmosphere. A palpable tension is building, as if we're standing right on the brink of something important. And at the absolute center of it all is one man. Tiger Woods has surged back into the spotlight in a major way, and right now 2 distinct storylines about him are unfolding simultaneously, together revealing exactly where his career sits in this precise moment. One of them raises tough, legitimate questions about what his competitive days ahead truly hold. The other is the sort of discussion golf enthusiasts have been quietly turning over in their mind for some time. Neither comes with an easy resolution, and that uncertainty is exactly why both are so difficult to ignore. The first development begins with a fairly direct announcement. The United States Golf Association just published the entry list for the upcoming U.S. Senior Open, which will take place at Coto de Casa Golf and Racket Club. Among the 2,780 players who put in entries, Tiger Woods' name appears. Before anyone starts getting overly excited, the USGA quickly issued a statement to Golf Digest explaining that Tiger submitted his entry only to safeguard his eligibility. He has not committed to actually competing. He has not reached any final decision yet. Still, the simple fact that he went through the entire entry process is something meaningful about his current mindset. Tiger celebrated his 50th birthday last December, which now officially qualifies him to play on the PGA Tour Champions and to enter senior major events such as this one. That opportunity simply did not exist for him until now, and suddenly it does. What makes this especially intriguing for fans is the cart rule. On the senior tour, competitors are allowed to use a cart instead of walking the entire course. Considering all the physical toll Tiger's body has endured, the multiple surgeries, the extended recovery periods, and the time away from tournament golf since the 2024 Open Championship, this particular rule is far from insignificant. Walking 72 holes across 4 days has been the primary physical obstacle preventing Tiger from competing on a regular basis. If the senior tour removes or eases at demand, even to some degree, it fundamentally shifts the discussion about how much competitive golf we could still witness from him. The chance that he might play more frequently, even if in a somewhat different format, is something fans should take seriously. Yet the picture grows more complex because, at this very same time, the golf community is also gripped by a much larger question. Should Tiger compete in the Masters? In his latest appearance at TGO while playing for his Jupiter Link team, Tiger offered fans virtually no clues on the topic. He arrived, struck some impressive shots, appeared fully involved in the event, and then remained completely silent about Augusta National. No yes, no, just a thick wall of silence that somehow intensified the speculation even further. That lack of comment sparked an intense debate within the Sports Illustrated golf staff, and it perfectly mirrors the mixed feelings that dedicated fans have been experiencing. Bob Herrick came down clearly on the side of yes, with little doubt. His reasoning is straightforward and tough to argue against. Tiger has earned the privilege of making this choice on his own terms. His participation would not cost anyone else their spot in the field. Plus, his recent record of the Masters is extraordinary in a way many people overlook. He has managed to make the cut in his last 3 visits to Augusta at times when almost no one thought his body would allow it. That wasn't mere good fortune, that was pure Tiger Woods. Taking the opposite view, John Plew presented an equally compelling argument that's hard to dismiss. Augusta National is simply not a kind course for a body that has suffered the kind of damage Tiger's has. The constant elevation changes are brutal on their own. Spending 4 days navigating those hills while dealing with Achilles, knee, and back issues goes beyond a normal golf test. It becomes a demanding test of physical endurance. A single misstep or awkward movement could trigger a setback severe enough to derail the remainder of his season. Jeff Ritter approached the discussion from a different angle altogether. He isn't counting on Tiger to challenge for the title, and believes that isn't even the correct lens to use. The real value lies in the act of competing, in simply being there, and in preserving remarkable achievements like that incredible streak of 24 straight cuts made at Augusta, a feat that's almost impossible to truly grasp in its full magnitude. Max Homa offered a more realistic take, recognizing that fans everywhere desperately want to see Tiger at Augusta, yet he drew a clear boundary based on physical condition. Even successfully making the cuts at this point in Tiger's career would represent a real accomplishment worth applauding. And John Schwarr brought everything back to the most straightforward reality. Time waits for no one. Tiger is now 50 years old, and there is no ideal risk-free moment waiting further down the line. That final observation lingers the longest, because this whole conversation isn't solely about whether Tiger's body can withstand the Masters. It's about something deeper. It's about whether the risk is worth taking, whose decision it ultimately is, and what fans are genuinely hoping to experience when they express their desire to see him play. Naturally, we all want him at Augusta. He is a 5-time champion there. Seeing him walk those fairways once more, hearing the unique roar of the Augusta crowds reacting to him, would create an emotional moment that few sports events can still deliver. But craving that experience for our own enjoyment is not the same as it being the wisest choice for Tiger himself, and those two perspectives need to remain distinct. For me, what resonates most is a vision of a wiser, more calculated Tiger. Not someone pushing himself into the Masters driven by pride or attachment to a historic streak, but a player who carefully designs a schedule that aligns with what his body can actually handle. That could mean embracing senior events where the cart rule dramatically alters the physical demands. It could mean playing fewer tournaments overall, but choosing higher quality appearances where he has a real opportunity to compete instead of merely enduring. A version of Tiger who appears more consistently across the year, even if it includes a different tour, would ultimately deliver more to fans than one emotional week followed by long stretches of silence and doubt. That kind of balance feels genuinely significant. Having said that, this is still Tiger Woods we're talking about. Attempting to forecast his choices or apply logical boundaries to his decisions has rarely succeeded in the past. His whole career has been built on accomplishing what level-headed experts insisted could never be done. In the end, no matter what he ultimately chooses regarding the Masters or the U.S. Senior Open, the entire golf world will be watching closely. And that fact is not about to change.